Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of the Let's Play series. In the last episode we built up this awesome looking path, made this really cute cottage, made this crazy efficient pumpkin farm, and made this magical nether portal. But in today's episode we're going to be working on an extension for our castle, and inside of that extension we're going to be expanding our storage room. And this was voted by you in the last community poll. Now, off camera, I went all around our world and started collecting all the stuff from our junk chests. And as you can see, it's just a huge mess. But if we come in here, you can see this is the storage room we've got right now, which is also a mess. But I don't think this is really big enough for what we're going to need. So the plan for today is to extend the castle out into the village around here. I think these will have to go. But I think with today's build, we're going to take it a little bit slower. We're not going to do this in a time lapse. I think today we'll do this together and I'll try and explain what's going on a little bit more. Right, let's just add to our junk. And I think just like when we did the village, I'm going to start planning out the sort of base of the castle in this red wall. That way we can get a good idea for like the layout and the structure of the castle extension. Because I really want to make sure that it fits the castle we've already got. And not only that, I also want it to fit the village we've got here as well. I also think bringing out the castle this way a little bit will definitely help integrate it more into the village. Like right now for me it feels a little bit separated. That could be because this isn't really decorated at all. That's probably why. But still, I think extending the castle is going to do us huge favours. So let me just have a think for a little while, and then we can start laying out this castle. Right, we won't worry about the terrain for now. We'll come back to that when we're finished. But I think from here, we'll come out 3, and then we'll come out another 7. And then we'll make this side 9 blocks long. And then we'll bring it back in. Right, let's pillar up and take a look. Alright, so we've got a nice sized room there. That's looking good. Right, then from here, I think we're going to come out a block just so it's not too flat along this side. And then I think we'll make this maybe like 13 blocks long. And then I think we'll run this side back just so it's level with the other one. And boom. Right, that's level with that one there now. That's good. Just going to clear this out of the way a little bit. I think what we could do is maybe run some sort of tower into here. Right, let's fill in this mess. Right, I'm not too keen on this big flat bit here, so I think I can add a little bit of shape. So we'll come out like this, and then bring it over and then back around. Maybe we could use this as some sort of balcony area. I think that could be cool. So here we got the layout for the extension. I think this is for sure going to give us enough room for a new storage area. We still got some work to do in terms of how high certain parts are going to be, but I usually figure that sort of stuff out as I'm building up the walls. We've also still got a few flat spots as well, but we'll sort that out when we come to the first detailing stage. Alright, so I've got the stuff that we need to build up the walls. And I think from this level here, we're going to build up 8 blocks tall. So I think we'll fill in the bottom row here, just so you remember the size that we need it to be. And then we can get rid of this red wall. Alright, we got this 2 blocks high. Let's make it another 6 more. And just like we built the starter castle, I'm just mixing up the stone blocks. That way we'll get a similar texture to what we've already got. Okay, that's 8 blocks tall. I think we'll take a little lip from the bottom. No fall damage. Okay, this is looking very big and very square right now, but we'll definitely address that later. But I think in terms of size, that's looking pretty good. Some of the texturing here is a little bit off as well. We can change that later. But yeah, I think that's looking good. I think next up we need to get a roof on. So let's grab a bit of this deep slate. And let's grab this stone cutter as well. Alright, let's pillar up and get that roof on. Right, you can see we've got that same shape as we got on all the other roofs. So we'll copy that onto this side as well. And now it's time to lay on the deep slate roof. It's important we keep this the same style as the rest of the castle, just so that it all fits together. There's still other details to add to the roof, but for now we'll keep it like this. Once we figured out the scale of the rest of the extension, we'll come back to that. Alright, roof on, that's looking cool. Looking good from this side too, but I think now it's time to work on this section. Now again, we want to build up the walls just like we did on this other one, but I don't want to make it the same height as this side. I think we're going to make it probably 1 block lower. I think, yeah, we'll come up about that high. Right, I'll replace this wall with the stone, and now we've got to build up another 6 blocks high. Now, it's really important we don't build it the same height as the other side, just because we want a lot of variation in the different heights. And the more variation we got, the more interesting the castle's going to be to look at. Especially where we don't have that much variation in the blocks that we're using. Because the whole castle's kind of monotone, it just puts more importance on keeping the shape as interesting as possible. Alright, we built the walls of this section up. What I want to do now is just fill in this bit here with some dirt. Just as a sort of temporary floor layout, I think. So I'm thinking this bit here is going to end up being a balcony. Maybe we bring it back 1 more. Now I think the next thing I want to do is try and add another building in this gap here. So maybe a similar shape to this, but in this area and up a little bit. I think maybe some of this building here might need to go. What we'll do, we'll just start building it and we'll see what happens. Right, so we've gone 11 blocks along here. And I think we'll come back maybe 9? So that's 9, and then we'll just bring it back into this building here. And I'd say we want to come above this building, want to come above this building. So I'd say we'll probably make this 5 blocks tall. So we'll come up another 4. Again, we're going to have more variance in height and shape because of this, which overall should make the whole castle look a little bit more interesting. And then we want to come back across here as well. Now at this point, I think this chimney is going to have to go. So I'm going to start tearing this out. And I think what we'll do, we'll replace the chimney and we'll put it on the new roof. Then also some of this roof's going to have to go as well. We want to try and blend the shape of this building into this existing one here. So all this will probably have to go. And look, here's our old storage room. Hello. No, I didn't mean to do that. Right, now we've got the footprint of this building. I think it's time to get another roof on. So what we'll do the same shape of this one here. Right, and there's the shape of that one. It comes up a little bit bigger than the other one. But again, the more variance in shape we have, the more interesting it's going to look. I don't know how many times I've said interesting in this video. Honestly, probably too many. Right, there we got our shape. Now we're going to start chucking in the deep slate. I'll get this roof on, and then we'll take a little flyover and take a look at what we got so far. Alright, so this is what we got. I think it's looking pretty good. There's obviously still quite a few flat spots, but I think we can address that by adding some towers and maybe a few detail shapes. And I think that's what we're going to start working on now. So I think we'll start on this side and work our way around. And obviously this is the first big flat spot we got here. So I think what we do, we'll add some sort of tower just coming out the side of here. I think we'll do something similar to what we got on the side of this house here. So this one here comes out 2 blocks. I think this one we're just going to come out 1. So we're just going to start building this tower all the way up the side of this building, just until we get to the top. Right, so here we are at the top of the building. I think what we do now is take out this bit here, and then also this bit here, just so that we can make the tower 3 by 3. Now I want to come up above this building here, but not too high to overshadow this one. So maybe from here we come up maybe like another 3 blocks. Then from here we're going to take our deep slate tiles and wall. I'm going to build up the same roof as this one here. Right, there we go. We've still got to add like our spruce trim and stuff, but we'll come back to that later. That's for a later detailing stage. But you can see already there, this side's looking a lot more interesting. And this is only the shape detailing stage. There's still a lot more to do to this to make it look good. But now I think we're going to move on to this wall here. Again, this is looking really flat, so there's something that we can do. Is just bring out some of the wall, just 1 block. So we'll come out like a little 5 wide thing like that, and I think we'll bring it up another 3. So let me quickly do that. And then once we're on the top, we're going to take our deep slate tiles and just run them along the top here. There we go, just like that there. Now once we start getting the spruce trim in along here and along the top there, that's going to look really, really good. Maybe what we could even do is maybe make this a doorway in. Right, let's grab a couple of stairs. We'll chuck those in here so we've got a little archway. And this isn't really this part of the detailing stage, but we'll do it anyway just so we can take a look. We will chuck our door in here just so we can see what it looks like on the outside. Right, that looks cool. There's still more to do to that, but for now that looks good shape-wise. And then moving on to this little bit here, what I think we'll do like a miniature version of this. We can maybe chuck a window in. So we'll do a similar thing as we just had, but we'll make it 3 blocks wide instead. I hear you. I'm on fire. Oh, another one. Right, there we go. Maybe we'll just chuck a little window in here. Let's not take a look at the inside right now. It's looking pretty bad. Alright, okay, this is looking cool on this side. Now, we got this gaping hole here, which I'm quickly going to fill in. Okay, that's cool. And I think on this side, we're going to need another tower. Right, so I'm going to do the same thing as we did on the other side, but this time I'm going to have it a little bit off-center, just because I don't want things looking too symmetrical. Alright, we're at the top again, so I'm going to take out this here, and just give ourselves the 3 by 3 shape that we need. And this one I think we'll take up quite tall, just compared to the other one that we did. I think that's a good height. I don't want to go up any taller than the enchanting tower, because I want that to be sort of the peak of the whole castle. So we'll chuck in our normal 3 by 3 tower roof, just like that. There we go. And then we'll come back down this side. I think there's a little bit more we could do here. Okay, that hurt. I think with this tower coming up here, we still got this big flat spot here. So we'll add maybe another one of these in, but maybe without the door. So we'll come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do it... we'll go that high, I think. What's that? 4 blocks high. Okay. And then we'll run our deep slate stairs along the top again. What I think I also might do is bring these walls right across. And they're just the ones from the balcony that we made earlier. And then we'll chuck a couple of windows in here, I think. Right, that's that side shaped out. That's a lot more interesting to look at. Now, I think I want to try and get a little tower just on the corner of this top building here. And for this tower, I'm going to want a little bit of glass. And some of you may have already noticed I've added a glass texture pack to the world. It's like a medieval themed glass texture pack, which I think looks really cool. Definitely suits our world. And I'm going to leave a download to that texture pack in the description. So yeah, if you're interested and want to try it out for yourself, you can do just that. But let's head up to the top here. And on the corner here, I want to try add a little tower. And I think to see this properly, I'm going to check on replay mode just so you can get a better view of what I'm doing. Yep, so here it is, this little outcrop sort of tower thing. I don't really know what you call it, but I think it looks cool. But yeah, I like adding these to my castles. I feel like it adds something a little bit different. It's not really going to have a whole lot of use on the inside, but you know, if it looks good, I'm happy. Right, let's tower up here and just take a quick look. Right, and there's the rough shape we got. This thing here sticks out a little bit now, but we'll do more to integrate that into the building later. But yeah, I'm really happy with the shape we got here. Definitely got a lot of interest and variance in the shape, which is what we were going for. Ignore these snow pillars. But yeah, it's time to move on to the next phase of detailing, which I think is going to be trying to add more of the spruce wood. So we'll get our spruce trims in along here, and we'll start adding a few windows. And then once we've done that, we can start working on the finer details. But before we get on to any detailing, I think it's time we named our little horse here. Now, last episode, I asked you guys to leave your name suggestions down in the comments, and I said I picked the most liked one. And that one was from Zia, and they came up with the name Tesco. If you get it, you get it. I think that's maybe a UK joke, but still, I think that's a very fitting name for our horse. So here you go, Tesco the horse. Welcome, Tesco. But right, on with some detailing. I think I need a bunch of spruce wood, which I should have down in the log storage house. I got some. That's probably enough to get started. We may need to grab some more later, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll craft this up and then we can start detailing. Now, at this stage of the detailing, I want to start adding in some windows. But to do that, I just want to get the floor level right, just so that we know the windows are going in the right place for the interior. So to do that, I'm just going to start laying these spruce planks down. And we'll just give ourselves a little floor here. There we go, right, so we've got a little floor in here. What we can do is break through this bit. And then we've got another room here. So we'll fill in the floor here as well. I think one thing I want to do is knock out this bit here, because this is where I want to put a staircase. So we'll leave that for later. Now we should be able to knock through here onto our balcony. Oh, and the sunset, look at that. So pretty. Right, so I think we'll have a doorway there out onto the balcony. We'll get rid of the snow. And then maybe we could put a window just in here. I think we'll make an arch here and here for the door. Right, I dug out some space for some windows there. And then here might be a little bit tricky, but maybe we can fit some windows into this roof. So then what we'll do, we'll head outside here and try fix up this roof. Right, let's quickly pillar up. And here we are. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring upside down stairs in here. Then just a slab on top. I think that'll work out just fine. Right, let's take a look at that from a distance. Right, there we go. I think that looks cool. I think it'll look better once we've got stuff actually inside that room. I think for now that's fine. It also adds a little bit of shape to the roof. Also, this little balcony area is looking pretty good, other than the dirt floor. I'll get that sorted out, don't you worry. But yeah, if we come down to where our staircase is going to be, just down here, we've got a whole another room down here for some more storage. And not only that, we can break through here and have even more room. So I think I'm going to get rid of this wall and just make this one big giant room. There we go, very cool. And what I think we'll do, we'll bring the floor down just to this level here. Right, there we go. Floor's all at the same level. I know this looks like a huge mess now, but when we come to actually doing the interior, we'll get this all sorted out. I think now we can start chucking in a few more windows. So I think we'll have one either side of the door here. Can we have any there? We have a tower here. Okay, yeah, we'll have one there. I think these ones will have to be adjusted when we do the interior, but that's fine. Then everything at the back here, I think we're going to have to leave for now. Now I'm just wondering if we can squeeze some windows just in this bit here. Right, so I kind of want them along there, but that plank there, that's where our floor is. I think if we just go ahead and chuck some glass in there, it's not a huge deal. I guess this is just more of an aesthetic window rather than an actual functional one. It still works for me. At this point now, I'm going to chuck in the spruce trim on this side. So I'm going to do double slabs every other one. So we've got double trapdoors every other block. Then in the gaps, we're going to place a spruce slab. Then that gives our nice sort of wavy spruce trim effect. Which is what we've got all over the castle and also the village as well. Just like there. Alright, that looks cool. Then what we'll do, we'll also chuck it on these bits here as well. So let's bring the trapdoors around the corner. And then again in the gaps, we're going to have our spruce slabs. Yep, there we go. That's starting to take shape. I think one thing we can do to help out the windows is just chuck some stairs underneath the glass. And also I think I'm going to chuck it on top of the glass as well. Right, there we go. That helps a lot. I like that. Let's also chuck our glass in these windows here. Very good. And then for some of these windows, I think I'm going to chuck some window shutters like we got on other parts of the castle. Maybe we'll chuck a few at the top there as well. Now, some of these are wide open. And on some of them, what I like to do is put them this way around. Then it kind of looks like they're sort of half open. I think it just gives a bit of extra depth, a little bit of extra detail. It's a simple thing, but it really does add a lot. I think the only thing this bit here needs now is probably just a few leaves. So I've got a few of these here. And I think the trick is to not go too crazy with them. So maybe just a couple there. What I might do is knock this one out here. Put one there and there. And then we'll also have a few on the ground here as well. And also, you probably notice on other places in the castle, one over there, I like to put some signs around them, just so it makes a nice little flower box. So we'll do that here as well. And yeah, I think that's looking good. Maybe just a few more leaves. And just one more thing with the leaves. We're going to add some spruce fence gates underneath, just to act as sort of branches. And yeah, I think that section there is looking really, really good. Obviously, now we've got this medieval glass. I think I want to add that to other places in the castle as well. Replace this spruce fence. I think the glass just fits the castle theme a little bit better. And then we can save the spruce fence for maybe the villager houses. But yeah, with this side done, so we move around this corner and we'll start detailing out this tower. Right, so we're not going to have too much to do to this, but we'll just work on this window together. So we're going to chuck our glass in with a campfire on the top. And then a fence gate underneath and trapdoors on the side to act as shutters. Then I'm just going to do this a few more times running up the side of the tower. Right, and the last thing we're going to do is just add the spruce trim around the top of this tower. Right, there's the tower detailed out. That's looking really nice. One more thing we can do to it is add an upside down stair here. We'll use that to hold just some leaves. Let's sort of just come down like that. And also we'll add our signs on the side. And then a couple fence gates as well. Right, there we go. That's cool. Right, I'm going to take what we've done here and carry it on across the rest of the castle extension. Let's go. So here's the finished exterior for the castle. I think this place is looking so awesome. I definitely think it's fitting the castle for sure. But if we go inside, you know, we've still got a lot of work to do in here. But we've definitely given ourselves a really good space to work with. And just a quick note, I really love this balcony. A nice spot to look down on our village. But with all the exterior done, it's time we start moving on to the interior. Now I'm thinking down the bottom here is where our main storage room is going to be. Obviously, we've still got our bulk storage village. So anything we have like a lot of, like cobble, deep slate, all our stones and logs, we'll keep in here. But for everything else, I want to have in our main storage room here. So like I said, I think down here, main storage room, I thought what would be really cool is in here we could have like a redstone crafting area. So we keep all the bits that we need to craft our redstone components. And then maybe this bit here we could have as a nice entrance area. I'm not really too sure what to do with this, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. But getting all this detailing done is really eating away at our resources. So I'm going to chop a little bit more wood, and then I'll be right back and we can start cracking on with this interior. So while I'm chopping these trees, I want to tell you about a Minecraft build competition that I've got going on at the moment. The challenge is to build a house that would fit our storage village, and the winner that's picked will have their build added to the Let's Play world. If you're interested in taking part, you can join up with our community Discord, where you'll find all the information you'll need. But with all that said, I think we've got enough wood now, we can start cracking on with this interior. Right gang, I'm back at the castle, and as you can see I've crafted up a bunch of stuff. Mainly spruce wood, of course. Now with this interior, I think I'm going to try rush through this a little bit. I'm not really the best at interiors at all. So I think I'm going to do this off camera, and then bring you back, and I'll show you what I've done. Please do wish me luck. So I did actually end up recording myself do the interior, so I thought I'd show you guys a little montage of what I got up to. Like I said, the interior is not really my strongest point, but I think it's come out pretty good. I really tried to stick with the theme that we've already had for the castle using spruce wood, but I also used a bit of red wool as well for a splash of colour. But yeah, I really tried to keep this place functional as well as looking good. It's definitely a lot easier said than done for me. Interiors are definitely something that I need to improve on massively. But I think doing stuff like this and challenging myself is definitely how I'm going to improve. Hopefully, throughout this world, we can find more situations in which we need to do interiors. That way, I can only get better and better at doing it. If you do have any tips for me, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'd definitely like to try and learn from you guys. Alternatively, you can leave them in the ideas channel in the community Discord. But I think now it's about time we take a look at the interior that we've got. Right guys, here we are in the finished interior. I think this is looking so cool. Now as you can see, I've got some empty item frames in here, and that's because I've not actually moved all the items in yet. I'm not going to bore you with that, I'll do that off camera, don't worry. But yeah, this is like a little sort of welcome entrance room, I guess. I figured we could keep some mementos and maybe special items in here that we collect along the way. But yeah, moving on into this room here, this is going to be the redstone crafting room. So I want to keep all the stuff that we use to craft our redstone materials, so like smooth stone, cobblestone, quartz, all the redstone dust and stuff. And yeah, this is what this room's going to be for. And if we come out here, and we'll go downstairs, you'll see that I've made the main storage room and work room. And I think this is looking awesome. Like I said before, we still need to sort out all the items and stuff, but they're all going to go in these chests here. We've got loads and loads of room for storage, like under the stairs. You know, there's chests and barrels everywhere. I just got the daunting task of getting that sorted out. But yeah, we've got like a nice little work table here. We'll add some more to this as we go. Maybe add like a loom, cartographer's table. But yeah, that's it. I'm so happy with how this one's turned out. But gang, that's all I got time for today. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. A little bit different to usual, but I hope it gave you a bit more of an insight of how these buildings come together. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, thanks again everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!